What up, y'all? I'm back with another episode of Post Cut Clarity, and that's where I share my unique thoughts, perspectives leaving the barbershop about our culture, but specifically how it relates to our experiences in the working world, corporate world, or if you're an entrepreneur. Having worked in talent for the last 12 years, it's always just giving me this very unique perspective on life. So before we get into anything, make sure you like and subscribe for more career tips and just real conversations. I just finished watching the Young Dro interview on The Breakfast Club, and everything was cool until his friend who was in the back started wilding out. Now, keep in mind, this is a professional platform with millions of listeners and viewers, and Young Dro was trying to talk about music, his business, and some of the struggles that he recently just overcame. But his friend was sitting in the back cracking jokes and interrupting the interview and just not taking the situation seriously. It even got so bad that Charlemagne and DJ Envy were low-key confused, like, whose dude is this for real? And it was so embarrassing for Young Dro and T.I. You could see that they were both uncomfortable and trying to rein their friend in. But during that part of the interview, the damage was already done. It turned into what could have been a really solid interview, and really Young Dro being honest and humble about some of the struggles that he just overcame, to really being a distraction and making Young Dro look like he wasn't in control of his friends who were in the room. So there were a lot of learning lessons from that, and of course, I got 3 takeaways. So with that, let me kick y'all some clarity. Key takeaway number 1, your circle is a reflection of you. You know how they say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future? That hit different when I saw Young Dro's interview on The Breakfast Club, and his so-called friend was straight embarrassing him on national radio. If your circle isn't hyping you up, supporting you, or at the very least respecting your grind, then they're doing the opposite. When Young Dro was trying to talk about business and overcoming drugs, his friend kept joking around in the back, making this situation look less serious. People are watching, especially in the professional settings. How your crew moves is honestly going to be a reflection of you, your own values, and your decision making. My advice, be selective about who you let in your circle. People aren't always in alignment with your goals or can't handle themselves in the right spaces, will always drag you down. Key takeaway number 2, not everyone can go where you're headed. Now, Dro's a successful artist, but what did we see in that moment? We actually saw a man who was outgrowing his crew. Some people are stuck in the old mindset and can't adjust when it's time to elevate. They'll stay in the joking mode when you're trying to secure a bag and level up. His friend wasn't reading the room. He didn't see that Dro was trying to present himself in a very serious image on a major platform. In business, the people around you should always recognize when it's time to play and when it's time to focus. My advice, when you elevate, you need people around you who can elevate too, or know how to at least adapt. If they can't, you might want to leave them behind, or at least in that specific situation. Key takeaway number 3, your reputation is your brand. Look, in life and in business, reputation is everything. The Breakfast Club, again, is a huge platform with millions of listeners and viewers. And for Young Dro, it was a chance for him to start to rebuild his career and his brand. His friends' antics straight up messed everything with that. It's in the same with your career. Your network, your friends, the people that you associate yourself with, they all impact how others see you, whether you realize it or not. If your crew is acting wild, people will assume that you're not serious. Just like in business, your personal brand is key. You gotta protect it at all costs. My advice, be mindful of who you keep around you, especially in professional settings. Your brand is everything, and your reputation is too valuable to let someone else mess it up for you. In conclusion, what did I learn? This situation with Young Dro was a very huge reminder, whether you're an artist, working in the corporate world, or just building your own business. Who you associate with matters. They can either elevate you or hold you back. Choose your circle wisely. Again, my 3 takeaways from this moment. Key takeaway number 1, your circle is a representation and a reflection of you. Choose the people who represent what you stand for. Key takeaway number 2, not everyone can go where you're headed. You might need to leave some people behind. And key takeaway number 3, your reputation is your brand. Protect it and keep people around you who respect it. Remember, I'm trying to give y'all this game for free 99. Peace.